Okay, so this is Boston, More Than a Feeling. It's one of my favorite Boston songs. It's actually one of the reasons it's so good. If you're on the guitar or uke, it's actually really nice acoustically. Obviously, they do use acoustic in it, but it can sound good. And strangely, with the uke, you just can't make it sound like a 12-string guitar. You got to give up on that. But you can still do some fun picking that makes it nice, and some cool strumming patterns. So still workable, and if you got somebody with a good voice on this song, you're gonna be rocking. So so very achievable. I'm just gonna, it's basic key D is it's originally in the key D. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna do maybe just play it for you a little bit, just so you can kind of see how it works, and I'll kind of go through the basics. And I think I'll do the solo as well, because that's actually iconic but doable. So let's see. G, D, C. I woke up this morning, the sun was gone. Turn on the music to start my day. The name of a girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped away. C, G. More than a feeling, when I hear that same song they used to play, I begin dreaming. More than a feeling, I walk away. I see my Marianne walking away. Then it goes around again. So that's the basic thing, and it does that a couple times, and then it goes into a chorus, the Marianne. I see my Marianne walking away, and then it stays on G. Hey, that day. Hey. Then the solo. Then it goes again, and then on so that's pretty much it. And then on the last transition, close my eyes and she looked away. They do it kind of twice. Hold on. So a little bit different there, and then at the end I think they just kind of fade out. And then the solo, I was whistling it, but it's pretty much not perfect, but you can at least hit the points. So it's kind of I stay in key D position. So. Up here. So that's it. So that's kind of how it is. And now I'll just kind of show you the basics of it. Key D. And also, I guess you're going to see on my picking, I don't do fancy picking. Same thing I always do, which is I hold the uke, middle finger on the bottom, index on the second string, and the thumb right there. So that's you got to be able to hold the uke like that. So for the most part, that's what I'm doing, and that way I don't have to think about those fingers. And I'm really not maximizing it, but it's just easier. So that's what I'm doing, and a lot of time I'm just doing a kind of almost a strum, but just in sequence, but do it quick. So, but you don't. If you can't pick, you can still do the same song and the same stuff I'm showing you without picking. You can. So you can still do that. Just doesn't sound as nice. So the picking though will be that position. So I'll start going through that D. So So it's basically D and a D augment. So I'm doing my D position this way, the upper 3 of the 2nd fret, and then augment with the pinky. But if you do your D that way, same thing, like that. So the pinky's on the 3rd fret, the 2nd string. That's the augment. So I'll do that again. So, and then 1, 2, and then you can hit the 2 and the 1 like that again, just as a fill, and then C. And I kind of do it downstream, down pick. 3, 2, 1. So I'll do that again. So C, G, like that. So that goes around a couple times, and then the last time is I was on G. I'm just doing filling. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then it goes to C, C, and then 3, 2. These are just fillers, and you can do whatever. G, and then a hammer on the G, pinky on the bottom string, 3rd fret, and then back to D, and then we're doing this. Whoops. So basically we're kind of doing some pull-offs, but it's actually really cool because it sounds pretty distinct. So like that. So basically you're going to be pulling off of, and I do it with the ring finger, but 3, 2, 1, open, or 3, 2, open. So like that. And if you can, you kind of pull a little bit more off that 2nd one, just gives more volume, no more volume. And then you go down to the G position, the 3rd fret, 2nd string. And just hitting 2, 3 like that. So now you get into the riffs. So that's pretty much it, at least for that intro part. And then you get into the really cool riff, which sounds great with acoustic or electric. So now it's G, G, C, E minor, D. That is the classic riff, and you'll realize it. So C, E minor, D. But what makes it so cool is the strumming. So I do think you should try to do this, hit this. So. So that's pretty close to what they do. So it's down, 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 up, down, down in C, and then E minor, down, 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 then D, down, down. Now back to the same thing, G, down, down. So it goes to C, down, up, down, down. Then E minor, down, 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 down. So you have to do that slow and then go faster. I'll do it slow and then fast. Now a little faster. Now real speed. That's it. So then it goes, so that's the intro, and then it gets back to the, and then it goes C, G, no, G, F, so, and then that down to D again, the picking. And then the singing for that is that you're just going to be doing this picking. Woke up this morning, the summer is gone. D, C, G, D, C, G. Close my eyes, C, and then hold G. Now you're going to C, G, D. Now this is a cool hammer. And then do that twice. and to those same rhythm. It's tough to do that rhythm while singing. Don't worry about it. Just do one or the other, but just do simple. More than a feeling, more than a feeling. So then you just sing along to that. So E, C, E minor, D, G, C, E minor, D, G, C. And now we're going to E flat. I don't know how or why they do that, but they do, and it sounds awesome. So E flat would just be like an E, which is the 4th fret, upper 3, the 4th fret, and it's the 3rd fret. So it doesn't sound good unless you go right into it. And then now we go I see my Marianne. I see my Marianne walking cheaply. Now we go into the riff. And then you're going into the second version of that. So that's pretty much the basics for the song. You just have to kind of do that slowly and then repeat. And if you can't strum it, so just, or if you can't pick. Still sounds pretty awesome. So even if you have problems picking, then you got that option. And then in the chorus part, so after doing that one more round, then they go into this really cool solo. And you can, if you have somebody who sings, you can sing and just do the chorus. D, G, D, G, D, G, D, A, D, G, E minor, A, D, G, E minor, A, and kind of high. Then G, and then a F sharp transition, then open, and then you go into your. So that's pretty much it for playing the song, and then you just kind of go. There's a chord sheet if you want me to send that out, you can, or if you don't have it, I can send it. So that's pretty much it. The solo, it's so beautiful and perfect that I think it's fun to do. Usually I don't show solos, but it's strange enough on this. It's so incredibly simple, and I just pretty much use the D position, just start monkeying around with that for the most part, and then get to an A. So I'm using the chord position to really help on the solo. So if you know the solo, it's just so iconic. Really high, so it's actually pretty doable if you got somebody else who's playing along with, so it's worthwhile to give it a shot. So I'll slow it down a little bit for you on that in case you want to give it a try. I'm starting kind of in the A position, and remember, we have to cheat on the uke with these things because we don't have the low register, so there's a little bit of cheating going on here. So starting in, this is the A chord position, so starting with that on the 3rd string. So 1st fret, 2nd, and then open on the 2nd string. So it goes 3rd string, 1, 2, and then open on the 3rd. Now again, you're in D position, and a lot's going to just be on this. And I'm doing some filler notes, so 2nd string, then 3rd just as a filler, but it's really 2nd, and then augmented. So 3rd fret, 2nd, open, and then the 3rd string, and then the bottom string open. That's it. So I'm going to do that first phrase again. So that's the first phrase. Break it into parts, and that's really doable. And then you go 3 on the 2nd fret, on the 2nd string, 2, open, and you're still in this D position here. So 3rd string, and then the 2nd string, then now you're playing the D position again on the second string. Then 3, 2. Then do it again. 3, 2. Then 3 and hammer off. 3 hammer. I'm sorry, on the second string, second fret. So it's going to be hammer off, and then playing the third string, which you're already anchored right there. And then now you go to A position, and you can play the whole chord or just do that. Now you go back to the D position. And now they're going high, second string at the bottom, second fret at the bottom, and doing that twice. So ding, ding, and then open, and then here you got to use your pinky again on the second string. 3, 2, open, and then third string. Then back to the second D position. So 3, 2, 2, third string, and then second string, and then open again. Second fret, and then for on the third string, 3. I'm sorry, for first fret, and that's pretty much ends it. And then it does that cool. They go real high, and we have a tough time doing that. So I don't think you have to go real high. The exact note I think is on the 14th fret. I think that's 14th. So the double dot, two above that. So it goes. But actually, I think it's probably better just to go to the 10th fret, because that actually sounds good and it's more reachable and it's not as thin sounding. So, and then it goes. So I'll do that again. So basically, you on the second string, you have your fingers on the 7th and 5th fret, so and hammer off, and then on the third string, you hit the 7th fret with your pinky. So. And then go to the 10th on the bottom, and then it goes down, 10th, 9th, 7th, 5th, and lower it's going G, F sharp, open, and it goes straight into that riff. So that's pretty much it. I'll do the solo one last time, and then I think that's it. So. So that's it. So yeah, I mean, it's the solo might throw a lot of people off, but it's worthwhile. Use your D position, and if you got 2 people playing, it's worthwhile to give that a shot. So I hope that's helpful. This is my favorite Boston song to play on anything, so I hope you enjoy that.